Welcome to KDKP Noire. I'm K Noire. And today we're talking breaking news. Some news may be sad for some may be exciting for others, but there are a few items we just want to throw in there and get your thoughts on. So stay tuned. So today we learned two big major news hits. And one was that JYP is stepping down as the internal director of JYP Entertainment. Now, this has come at a surprise to some, not to others. Some people speculate that it is due to his involvement with the Pop Culture Committee in Korea that he was recently assigned to as a supporting member of the board. Others say it is just due to all of the controversy that has come about with legal cases that we saw come about and in the latter part of last year with former members. And, I can say that it could be both. It may not be either. It could just be he's just decided to do other things. But that's huge news because he has been on the forefront of JYP Entertainment from the very beginning. JYP used to be a solo artist, and he had, his own, success with so many different groups in the industry. I mean, tons of groups. But we have seen that over the years, he's kind of ventured into things that are trends in the industry, like the reality TV shows. He's done a lot of projects where he's went out on his own and got these mash flash mobs of people to dance, to sing, to do these things. He's gone into certain teaching elements of dance, certain teaching elements of biblical sense. To some people say they've seen him, but at the end of the day, he's still JYP, and he, doesn't follow some of the same norms as some people, but he does, do his own thing. So this is one of the things that he is currently pursuing right now, where he is stepping down as the internal director of day-to-day activities, day-to-day things within JYP, and focusing more on the Korean Pop Culture Association that he's now a part of. We wish him the best, and we know that he'll bring great energy to that committee, because a lot of people are just interested. K-pop has turned the Korean pop culture industry upside down, and people are coming to Korea to find out more about K-pop, about, a lot of the lifestyle livings, about, what's going on, the food, the culture, the people, everything. So I think he is, suited for the role. And again, we wish him great success in his endeavors. Talking about his sad Heesung of Enhypen has decided to leave Enhypen. He is not leaving the label. He is leaving Enhypen and pursuing a solo path on the label. So he is going to be a solo artist, and I think that is very deserving of him. A lot of people are on the fence about it because they're saying, like, what's going on with Hybe and Geffen, at this point, because you saw Manon leave and now you're seeing Heesung leave, and, people are saying, speculating, is there infighting? Is there things that are underlined that we don't know about? Are there continuing legal battles? What's really going on? And as far as Heesung is concerned, he has a phenomenal voice, and he's a phenomenal entertainer. I think that he's done a lot and seen a lot in this industry so far, and Hypen is at a good place where they've done a lot and seen a lot, that he can do this, and I think it will work well for him. This is kind of, I've seen him from the beginning to now, and only because we followed during the pandemic, we followed Island. And, we saw, what these guys, from the beginning to the end, and how they were chosen. So I think that this is great for him. He will definitely be missed in a group. Again, his vocals are phenomenal. So I think that, I think Enhypen can continue along as the 6-member group, but I do think that, he's going to be missed. So congratulations to him. Next thing we're talking about is none other than Blackpink. Blackpink is always doing something, and they are trending no matter what. And these girls seem to be able to stay relevant, keep relevant in doing things. And the latest single off of that called Go, and a lot of people are really liking it, is, a really nice melody, kind of rhythmic song from them. I look at it more on like a little bit of the R&B side, but hey, I think we all got our own interests and our own type and our own flavors of music. So I like it. But these girls, they recently reached 100 million subscribers on YouTube. That's a phenomenal record. I don't think any other group has ever done that. So whatever they decide to do, whether it's musically or otherwise, because they all have their own individual ventures going on as well too, I think they're going to trend and be great no matter what. So the next thing that we're talking about is the ambassadorships. The ambassadorships that we have seen this week, two notable ambassadorships, Kai with MAC Cosmetics, Kai from EXO, and Hyunjin from Stray Kids with Guess. And these guys are this is not the first rodeo. They're no strangers to, the whole ambassadorship kind of scene and being global ambassadors. They are both visuals or considered to be visuals for their individual groups. And I think they bring the element that they could probably sell anything for any type of brand. And I think this is huge because MAC Cosmetics is Makeup Artist Cosmetics. That's what MAC stands for. And it's iconic. So to know that Kai would be promoting those cosmetics, I love it. I love it. I'm gonna buy whatever he's selling. I will absolutely tell you that, most definitely. And Hyunjin from Stray Kids, I love him, period, because he is so fashionable. He has like that rocker edge. So Guess is very iconic. They were known back in the day for their jeans, and they became known because Anna Nicole, who was a Playboy model and supermodel, advertising their jeans, and she had a big Guess ad at that time that just kind of took off and took them off. And it's nice to see that, they've had several, ambassadors over the years, but it's nice to see them coming back out. And especially with Hyunjin from Stray Kids, because he is, that's the Versace Prince. So it's going to sell no matter what. And I love that. I love it. I'll buy that too. Buy it all day. I love Guess. I love the fit of their jeans, clothes. And even they had some nice handbags too back in the day. Very nice handbags that I loved. So that's all we got. Very small, very minimal, but very relevant news for this week. So thank you for joining and stay tuned until next time.